recommendation from someone else.
Right. It's so many things out here that, you know, that's, for one, harmful to your body. And for us, I mean, we just are not allowed to take or do anything as far as supplements. So I found out the safest, you know, thing I can do, the most nutritional thing I can do, and really started to pay attention to it because I didn't want it to happen again. When I came across this product, I was like, this is the perfect thing the regimen to stick to. It was literally, I don't wake up in the morning, I don't leave to go to practice without Vemma. It became kind of a lifestyle. You know, it really did become part of my lifestyle where I was traveling to games, and I was packing the V2s, and I was going with them everywhere, and I just would not leave the house without this product. And, you know, it's so easy because when you hear about a lot of these things, it's so easy to talk about a product that you believe in. You know, you're kind of selling somebody something and you want them to say, okay, well, take this product because Shawne Merriman saying it, and I don't take the product. This is a product that I believed in, that I initially jumped on. It wasn't anything promotional. It wasn't anything business oriented. It was simply the best product that I've ever had, and it still is the best product I've ever had. So just talk about the product itself. I still haven't come across anything that's been in a locker room in the next, I will say, 6 months to 12 months. This product is going to do unbelievable things. And I'm assured that because I've seen the best products that, you know, the athletes have been able to take, you know, people in everyday life. You know, it's not about going out and tackling some, you know, 300-pound guy. It's about how do I want my day to function? How do I want to wake up? How do I want my body to recover mentally, physically? And when it becomes your lifestyle, it's a lot easier to adapt to. Now, when I found out about the business side of it, I was like, oh, this thing got a business side to it. What is that about? Right. So he sat me down and explained about the business side of it. And no matter what you do for a living, no matter if you have an income of you know, $30,000, $300,000, or $3 million, you want extra income. Period. And you know, no matter what you're doing, you need an extra income. Because to me personally, you know, football I know is not going to be there for the rest of my life. I understand that. And I experienced injury in '08, and that was really the first time I said, oh, you know, I got to really start thinking about life after football and doing other things. And this is one thing that I looked at business-wise that I hopped on and still here. Right.
Let me add to that. Yeah. I mean, basically, I think a lot of the excitement that he's seen is even the progression. Because I remember, you know, when I first kind of got going, it was small. You know, I got going, and it wasn't like I was making $700, $800 checks, because I was 19. And I was kind of just doing one thing at a time. And yet, you know, Tavis and Stacy, who are really our hosts tonight, who invited everybody here, they're kind of a unique situation, but they're an example that this can happen right off the bat. And so I think with Shawne, what really caught his attention was the fact that, you know, it was $50, $100 for me, $200 a week, and then it started to grow, and he saw these progressions in the business side. And yet I didn't do anything yet follow the lead, follow instructions, and I was coachable, listening to what the people that I was involved with working on the business side. And so we started to kind of team up, and I tried to explain him the idea. You know, for an example, he has a deal with Powerade. He has a real good deal with Powerade, where they pay him this much money, you know, per year to use him as a spokesman. Yet on the flip side, they don't pay him every time the product moves. Or on the flip side, when the deal is done, there's no more money coming in. So I tried to, we really put our minds together on the fact that from a business standpoint, yeah, product aside, you know, if this business was not involved in Vemma, this product would be, even on the shelf, would be amazing. It would be well known and so forth. And yet on the business side, what really makes it so impressive is that, yeah, he's our spokesman, and that's the situation, and we're going to keep him around as a spokesman for a long time. But on the other end of it, he's now involved like we are. And that's where, yeah, you know, he might be making this much a year as a spokesman, which is very rare for an athlete to get that kind of deal anyway. On the flip side, he's seen guys making in Vemma, some people making $100,000, $200,000 a month in the business of Vemma.
It's true, I've seen the check.
And so, he really got excited about that. And I think what he really is understanding now, that it's not a process of trying to get hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people, you know, personally. Okay, it's not where any one person here has to get hundreds of thousands of people or 500 people personally. It's about building a team. And I would say I could look at everybody in this room and say, you know, probably 30 or 40 people that I don't know that I would say would be perfect for the product or the concept. Okay, and that's where we take it another step. But that's what we're understanding and seeing now. It's about building a team. It's about duplication. And that's a perfect example of Tavis and Stacy, who are our hosts here tonight. and done in 2 weeks,